Hey there fellow wet shavers, Brian here at the Wet Shave Experience. Thank you for tuning in today. In today's video, we're going to be using a new soap to the den, and that is Angora soaps, Olympos. They do not currently make any splashes, so I'm going to pair it up with fine Italian citrus. I will be using the RazoRock Lupo 0.72. This is the halo handle, and it has a first use. I'm going to try these Pole Silver Super Iridium blades in this razor, see how they do. I am lathered up with the Simpson Trafalgar T3. I am in my ceramic bowl, Evans pottery bowl, and there we are. We have our soap lather in there. So let me wet the face and we'll get started. Hope everybody had a good weekend. It is now Monday, so I am working on 3 days growth. I did not shave over the weekend, as is typically the case. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Thank you for subscribing. If you're watching this for the first time, or watching my channel for the first time, please consider subscribing below. If you like what you see, give it a thumbs up. That always helps the channel. Helps grow the channel, so that would be very much appreciated. And if you've been here a while, thanks for staying tuned in. All right, so this is my first use of the Angora soaps, as I said. They are rather newer on the scene, I think. Not sure exactly how long, not I think, I know they're rather newer on the scene, but I'm not quite sure exactly how long they've been around. I've seen a few other YouTubers use some of their scents. I think Chris, IAMCDB, did use this scent. But I've seen the lavender and I've seen the high roller a couple places. And so I thought this was their newest scent, so I thought I would try this one. And I know, I think I saw John Latherhog do a video on Angora soaps as well, and I think he mentioned that they're going to be coming out with a splash sometime this summer. So that would be a nice addition, because for me, I personally like when the soap and the splash, or the soap has a matching splash. I'm kind of OCD like that. I like matchy-matchy. This was the best combo I came up with today. And we'll get right into the shave here. So I'm still on the fence on these Pole Silver blades. They've been okay in a couple of razors. The first time I used it in my carve, I felt it was a little tuggy. And it was on a Monday. Oh, blooping all over the bathroom there. And when my hair was a little bit longer. I've since used it, I think, in my Mercure. Still didn't love it. I tried it in the Rockwell 6S. I liked it better. So this is the first time I'm going to try it in the Lupo 0.72. And yeah. So for me, it's maybe not as sharp, because I do feel a little tugging, especially when I have more growth. I think, yeah, it's just tuggy. I'm gonna get through the shave, but it's a little tuggy. So the scent on this, this Angora soaps was the inspiration, at least for the description that's on there. By the way, I picked this up at the Razor Company, if you saw my unboxing video. And on their site, this is inspired by the Mediterranean coast in Turkey. It's Olympos, not Olympus. So it was inspired by, or named after, the ancient city of, I'm going to say, it's Lycia, L-Y-C-I-A. I don't know if it's Lycia or Lycia, on the Turkish Mediterranean coast. And the scent on this, and kind of cool because it's got the scent notes around the ring, which I like that. So readily available. And by the way, this is 4.5 ounces of soap for $16. So fairly good price per ounce if you're wondering what the price was. Neroli, lemon, white flowers, jasmine, peaches, cedarwood, musk, and amber. They also do have their own website where you can buy stuff directly from them. a so it's like I said, it's 4.5 ounces for $16 on the soap, which I think is a pretty good price considering that a lot of soaps are 20 bucks plus these days for 4 ounces. The soap is a little bit, I don't know, it's a soft soap, definitely spread in my bowl easily, but it's a little bit harder, so it's not soft like a milk steak or like Mammoth's Tusk. It's not quite as soft as those. And I'm definitely getting enough tugging. It's not the most comfortable shave, but I don't really want to change the blade. I think on the second and third pass, once I get all the heavier growth out, it'll be fine. But I did buy 200 of these blades. So I think my go-to blade still at this point is the Nasset. You see it pulling my skin right there. It's just not cutting. Very sharply. So the scent on this, actually, for me, it's pleasant. It's definitely neroli. It reminded me of, I knew I had something that it reminded me of, and it reminds me a little bit of this Don Marco from RazoRock. And the Don Marco scent is just a sweet blend of bergamot and neroli. This doesn't list bergamot, but you definitely get the neroli. And initially I thought neroli was more of a citrus scent, and it does have a citrus hint to it, but it is definitely more white flower. And neroli, you get the neroli white flower in this definitely. So it's, you know, looking at the scent notes, I mean, it's got lemon in it, jasmine, peaches, cedarwood, and musk amber. I don't really get a lot of the woods and the muskiness to it. So those are definitely in the background. I've had an early morning, so my Los Cabos cup here. I'm gonna take a sip of Keurig coffee. Nothing special there. Got my sprayer. Got this on Amazon. Everything I use, I do put in the description. So if you're at this point, everything is put in there just for your reference. If you're interested in finding the products, I do not have any affiliate links or get compensated for any of the links that you click on in any way. So I am not promoting anything. The scent is nice. I mean, it's definitely white flower. It's definitely neroli. Now I know what neroli smells like, or a better idea of what neroli smells like now that I have a couple different soaps where I've smelled that on. And it is definitely more floral than I thought it would be. Yeah, this is a lot smoother once I got that initial 3 days growth off. So I think it's probably a fine blade to use on days when I'm shaving back to back and I don't have as much hair growth. Plenty of residual slickness on this soap, by the way. Lathered up really easily. Very happy with the soap itself. It's definitely was easy to dial in, I think. And so yeah, if you like kind of that, if you definitely like neroli, and it's white flower, but it's not a feminine scent by any means. So don't let that throw you off. It's one that I'm going to be honest, I'm not sure it's in my wheelhouse. It might be a little too florally for me. I like maybe a little bit more citrus forward than the neroli forward. And like I said, I'm not really getting a lot of the musk or amber in the base on the scent. But it's definitely like a nice light scent for summer. All right, let's get into the third pass here. I love the RazoRock Lupo though. I guess technically, I don't know, I know RazoRock's in Canada, but I know their soaps and stuff are made in Italy, so I'm not really sure exactly if I'm all Italian here with the soap, or not Italian, I guess, because it's the Turkish coast. So maybe, let me rewind that, take that back. So I'm all over the place here. But Angora soaps are made in the USA. Guess I was trying to go with a theme, but I think it all fell apart as I started to explain it. And yeah, so I'll be looking forward to seeing, I really want to try, I got a sample of their lavender also, which really smells fantastic. So I definitely want to pick that up. And I've heard High Roller is very good. I think it was based on, inspired by a Tom Ford scent. And I heard that it's really nice. Scent strength on this is, I'm going to say medium-ish, 4 or 5. So it's not overly strong, scent strength wise. All right. So I don't do the typical traditional against the grain on the mustache area. I just kind of do a modified third pass. I kind of pull the skin around a little bit. Go a little closer. I think I found this, I think I mentioned this in my last video, a technique that works a little bit better for me around my nose in terms of, I started coming this way because before I was going up like this and trying to get up under there like that, which you can do. But I think I found for me, if I go this way, it's more comfortable and I can get in there pretty good. So I like coming down this way rather than try to go up right there. And yeah, works good. It took me a while to figure that out. All right, on the neck, I got some weird growths, or not weird growths, but some hair that grows in odd directions. So it's more of a cleanup pass for me. All right. So soap's real nice. Like I said, I think it's at 4.5 ounces for 16 bucks. Pretty good price as well. Seems like being a harder soap, it'll last you a while. That's what the soap looks like. It's a very fresh scent. So let me rinse the face here. All right, do a little warm water and then a cold water rinse. All right, so how's everybody feeling about the whole mask thing these days? And the new CDC recommendations. I think it's a little crazy, right? I mean, to think we've been wearing masks this long and now they're saying you can not wear masks if you're vaccinated, which I am fully vaccinated. But what does that really mean? I mean, businesses have no idea because they're not governed by the CDC. They've got, state health departments in Oregon and Washington. The businesses that we run are governed by OSHA or WISHA. They have their own rules about employees and so forth. So it's all very complicated. And what if you have younger children like we do who can't get vaccinated yet? Does that make them more susceptible if I brought something home? So I feel like unless I'm outside not in a crowded place, I'm still gonna wear a mask, but that was kind of out of the blue, but I just was throwing that out there. All right, so we're gonna go with some fine Italian citrus. But it is nice. We went to the park yesterday, took the kids. We met up with some of my daughter's preschool friends that my wife arranged and outside of the park. And that was kind of the first time in over a year that they've gotten together. And so it is nice to see some semblance of normality coming back to life, although I think we've still got a ways to go. And the fine Italian citrus is real nice. That is definitely more citrus forward, less white flower, but it's what I had. So there you go, folks. Thanks for tuning in today. Really appreciate it. Again, if you're new here and you liked what you saw, please consider subscribing below. If you liked what you saw, even just a little bit, hit that like button if you would for me. And I'll see you soon on the channel.